Reminds me, we did our naked body scanner protest contest, what, 7, 8, 9 months ago? It was early this year. And people are like, well, this isn't going to do anything. Yes, it raises awareness to the next plateau. Then the next plateau, it takes time to discredit and defeat the globalist. Resistance is victory. The act of resistance and perseverance.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Alex told you the government announced recently that the recession is over. It ended on June of 2009. The millions of Americans unable to find work might not agree. Perhaps the recession ended for the bankers and government employees, but for the rest of us, things seem to be getting worse. Gold and silver haven't heard the news either. They've begun their long-expected journey to the moon. In addition to converting your shrinking dollars into gold and silver, you should consider a food savings account from eFoods Direct. They both make fabulous investments. Food is our greatest dependency, and we know it will be more precious than any financial resource. You and your family need food to survive a crisis, and you can't eat paper, stocks, or metals. Alex has been urging you to invest in delicious, easy-fix meals to enjoy now or save for long-term. This will freeze the cost of your food while you can still afford it. Visit efoodsdirect.com on the internet or call 800-409-5633. That's efoodsdirect.com or 800-409-5633.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones asking you for a minute of your time to tell you about soap. Not detergents, but good old-fashioned pure soap made by the Cal Ben Soap Company, a family-owned and operated American company. My family, staff, friends, and radio listeners are constantly telling me how much they love these products for bath, hair, laundry, and dishes. There is nothing like these factory-direct, big money-saving, triple-concentrated soaps anywhere. Get a free detailed catalog by calling 800-340-7091 or see them online at 5starsoap.com or Infowars.com. Let's talk to the owner of 5-Star Soap, Marty Schachter, and see what he has to say.
As founder and owner for over 63 years, people keep asking me, how's business? I'm happy to say our business is going down the drain. Call us at 1-800-340-7091. Visit our website, 5starsoap.com, for buying our 1 to 2 month soap sampler. Thank you.
We now take you live to the Central Texas Command Center.
Yeah!
In the heart of the resistance.
In the heart of the resistance.
Rallying patriots worldwide. You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Stand up and be counted for what you are about to receive. The resistance is on. Thank you for joining us. All right, I want to continue with your phone calls and get into the economic news and some of the other really hardcore information, but we've done 2 hours and 33 minutes here, and I do want to tell you about wonderful sponsors who I really believe in and who also make this transmission possible. One of them, efoodsdirect.com. That's the letter E, foodsdirect.com. Banners up on InfoWars and Prison Planet. This is insurance you can eat, store safely for more than 10 years. Only the best ingredients. This is the real deal. 30-plus years in business. They're patriots and have supported the movement for years. Independence, not dependency. You'll never stand in the bread line if you have your own bread. They've got grab-and-go packs, great for camping outdoors. It's easy to just grab, toss in the car with the family. When there's an emergency and you need to move fast, just check them out today, efoodsdirect.com or 800-409-5633. 800-409-5633, efoodsdirect.com. Also, ecoloblue.com, super high-quality atmospheric water generators. They grab water out of the atmosphere. It's like an R2-D2 high-tech water cooler without the water bottle. Their smaller units do 7.5 gallons a day, send it through 7 filters. They have medium-sized units that do more and send it through 12 filters. And then they've got big units that can supply a whole army if you want. Ecoloblue.com, ECOLOBLUE.com, the cleanest, purest drinking water, period. Never went through the tap, never went through the ground table. It's right out of the air. Ecoloblue.com, 800-691-6043. And, of course, there's also the great folks at Food Production Systems. The folks at Food Production Systems have put together an amazing DVD resource that shows you how to build a food production machine out of a small space in an urban environment. Everything you need to know from composite, composting to water collection, from canning to butchering. Get this most important education you'll ever have in a time of crisis. Get the tools you must have in a crisis for just $24.95. The system is so easy to understand to give you the CD-ROM along with the DVD with the thousands of different documents you'll need to keep yourself on track. Click on the Backyard Productions banner at the front of Infowars.com and take the first step in getting control of your life, or go to BackyardFoodProduction.com. That's BackyardFoodProduction.com. Don't wait, folks. BackyardFoodProduction.com. Really great DVD and CD-ROM, $25 for both of the discs. Okay, I got to hurry now through your calls because I want to get into report. Foreclosure mess could threaten banks. Associated Press. We told you that 10 years ago and last month. But now here it is, mainstream news. And, of course, there's been a threat, so they'll need more of our money. And then the threat just gets bigger. It's like Greece and Spain and Portugal and Ireland. Oh, we got to have this bailout or we'll go belly up a few months later. We got to have a bailout or we'll go belly up. And the bankers just love it because it's taxpayer money bailing it out, but it isn't bailing it out. It's mathematically impossible to pay it back through the fractional reserve system. It's a takeover. It's designed. It's like some poor guy, you know, at the roulette table who's lost $1 million. He's in hock for another $1 million, and he just thinks he's going to get out of the hole. You're not. The house is going to win. Let's go to Mike in Wyoming. Mike, you're on the air.
How you doing, Alex?
Pretty good.
I'm wondering as a Christian, I'm wondering where the Christian outcry's at. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, we've got preachers that...
Well, the new Christian religion is obsessing and getting scared of Muslims and talking about them all day and hating them. And, you know, let's just hypothetically say Muslims are the devil. I don't believe that, but let's just say they're pure evil. Out to get us. Why is 95% of Homeland Security aimed at gun owners, Christians, conservatives, returning veterans? This isn't for the Muslims. This is for the American people and property owners. And, of course, they worship tyranny. I've seen Pat Robertson say, take a chip, it's of the Lord. Biometrics, it's of the Lord. It's all of the Lord to have your wife and children fondled, because these aren't Christian churches. These are 501c3 government whorehouses who are there, by and large, to submit to this tyranny. That's a great point, Mike. Finish up. Yeah. Where are the churches talking about this? They're telling people Romans 13, Heil Hitler, that was his favorite Bible verse, do what government tells you, when that's not what Romans 13 actually says. Go ahead.
Well, we've got a rogue government. I mean, we lost our government when they threw out the Constitution.
Well, I mean, here's an example. 96% in a Reuters poll say they're not going to fly and they want the machines removed. Now, this is a government for and by the people. So render unto Caesar, we are the government. I mean, but see, we're not Caesar in this country. A bunch of corrupt, devilish banks are, and the average Christian church just can't lick enough boots. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, we sat down for abortion. I mean, we got 50 million abortions. They think
it's of the Lord. Now, they think killing babies is good, yeah.
We sat down for homosexuality, and now we've got that running rampant, and now we sat down for pornography, and now we got it in the airports. I mean,
Well, it's an act of submission. If they can get away with this, look, I've got the federal documents where they're going to take blood to get a driver's license. That's why they've got grants to have cops take blood without warrants for DWI. That's just to train medical cadres of police.
Well, I'm just a little confused. I mean, my son got in some trouble, and he broke into a place, and he took some girls' underwear, and he got 6 years in jail for that. I went to a church, and I tried to explain it to the preacher, and he said, I'm going to be watching your son. And any stepping out of line, we're going to be coming down on him. I mean, what is this? I mean, this is ridiculous.
No, I hear you, and I appreciate your call, Mike. The way this works is if somebody's 18 and their girlfriend's 17, he's going to spend 5 years in jail for statutory rape. But if a jail guard rapes somebody, he's not going to get in trouble. Or the bad guys overseas, they torture, but when our government tortures, it's good. Or when the TSA sticks their hands in your pants, it's good. But if you stick your hands in their pants, they're going to probably kill you. So, again, we've been trained to just put up with government corruption. That all the banks steal money, that's what they do. All the politicians lie, that's what they do. And so we put up with more until there's that breaking point. The system has counted on us just blindly going along. But now it's gotten so wild that people are waking up. What did Thomas Jefferson say? The level of tyranny you will live under, the level of government tyranny you will live under, is exactly the amount you put up with. And he went on to describe that it's unscalable. It's maximum. Even if you don't have really evil tyrants in power right now, which we do, but hypothetically we didn't, you build the systems for abuse, the criminals will get in and use it for abuse. You build something that can be abused, it will be abused. And since 1947, we've had total national security secrecy and trillions of dollars disappear into a black hole. Of course the government ships in the narcotics. Of course the government's been caught running giant child kidnapping rings in congressional hearings and no one gets in trouble. It's so absurdist. It's so bizarre. It's so off the charts that they can ask Rumsfeld 4 years ago, why is DynCorp allowed to operate and get government contracts when it's been caught kidnapping children by the hundreds of thousands? And Rumsfeld said, well, I believe they went in a penalty box and were given a fine for that. So see, J.P. Morgan or Goldman Sachs gets a $500 million fine on stealing hundreds of billions. Just in bonuses alone, they got $14 billion for their execs. Let me see. $13 billion in bonuses, $500 million out of that. They just write it off as a loss. I mean, it's like what I talked about Sunday. I noticed it was on the front page of YouTube today. I'm glad folks know it's important. They announce all over our news, oh my gosh, we found uranium and radium isotopes in every major Texas water supply, and we don't know why it's there, but the story was, but the state and the feds covered it up for 20 years. CBS News broke it. And in 5 minutes, I went and pulled up the data. I already knew it. They mine this stuff out of limestone phosphate, the same place they mine uranium and other isotopes. It's in the fluoride. It isn't just fluoride they put in your water. It's hundreds of chemicals. It's the toxic waste left over from phosphate mining. Before that broke last Friday, 3 days before, I had Dr. Conant. In fact, here it is. I had Dr. Conant with the case against fluoride. He wrote it with James Beck, MD, as well. And I already knew this, but I didn't take it like it was serious. You just get conditioned to accept this stuff. And it goes on to talk about the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency required mandatory reclamation of industry waste products. For example, Florida's typical phosphate rock, which is mined to produce the phosphate used in the fertilizer industry, contains naturally occurring uranium-238 and radium-226, the latter of which gives birth